ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶ ಶಾರದಾ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ರಾಮಾಯ ರಾಮಭದ್ರಾಯ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ವೇಧಸೆ ರಘುನಾಥಾಯ ನಾಥಾಯ ಸೀತಾಯ ಪತಯೇ ನಮಃ. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 39 of Ayodhya Kanda. Sri Rama along with Sita and Lakshmana is preparing himself to go on exile into the forest. He is also offered with the garb of an ascetic by Kaikeyi, which he and Rama, Lakshmana and Sita all were getting ready in the guise of an ascetic. They are about to leave. However, King Dasharatha is still deep in his distress. Hearing the words of Rama and beholding him in the guise of an ascetic, the king lost consciousness and his consorts turned away in distress. Overcome with grief, the wretched monarch could neither look on Rama nor utter a word to him, and for a space remained insensible. Then, regaining consciousness, the long armed king, remembering Rama, began to lament. Now, without doubt, I know that in some previous birth I must have separated many cows from their mothers and deprived many beings of their lives, on account of which all this has befallen me. The vital airs do not leave the body before the appointed time. Though tormented by Kaikeyi, yet death does not claim me. Alas, I behold Sri Ramachandra resplendent as fire, divested by his royal robes and attired in ascetic's garb. This evil caused by Kaikeyi through guile and the desire for personal advantage is the source of universal distress. The king's eyes were suffused with tears and crying, Rama, Rama, his throat choked and he could utter no more. After some time, still shedding tears, he addressed Sumantra, saying, Yoke the best steeds to the chariots, and yoke the best steeds to the chariot, and convey Sri Rama out of the city. Now it is made clear that the man's virtue leads him into affliction, since so wise and valiant a son is being banished by his parents. As instructed by the king, Sumantra yoked the most excellent of steeds to a richly decorated chariot, and bringing the golden car with the best steeds yoked thereto before the prince, he said humbly, The chariot is at hand. The king then summoned his upright and trustworthy treasurer and spoke to him in words suitable to the place and time. Bring here for Janaki costly apparels and ornaments to serve the princess for 14 years. As instructed by the king, the master of the treasury brought the various articles and delivered them to Princess Sita. The highly born Sita, attiring herself in a sumptuous robe and ornaments, made ready to depart for the forest. Thus attired, Sri Janaki illumined the palace as the rays of the rising sun illuminate the sky. Queen Kaushalya embraced the princess of virtuous conduct to her bosom and blessing her said, The world is filled with undutiful wives who cease to regard their lord when he has fallen into distress. Such is the nature of those who, having enjoyed great pleasures, on finding their consort involved in trouble, condemn and sometimes even abandon him. Many are the women untruthful, heartless, unchastity, devious and vain, full of evil passions, the destroyers of long honored ties. neither a worthy family, nor duty, nor the instructions of the Guru, nor gifts sway them, nor do they honor the marriage ties, their minds being fickle. But those women devoted to their husbands of virtuous conduct, honoring the tradition of their family, truthful, following the instructions of their preceptor, regard their Lord as the chief of men. Therefore, do not condemn my son, now ready to enter the forest, who should be regarded by you rather as a deity, whether in poverty or in prosperity. Because generally anyone would take care of their consort as long as everything is going well and they are living a wealthy life. But the moment they lose the wealth, moment they got into the poverty, the mindset changes. Now Kausalya is preaching the same thing to Sita, telling her, since Rama is now devoid of all the royalty, please do not disrespect him, take a good care of him. However, these words were not required for Sita, but as a mother in law, as someone who is the mother of Rama, mother of the husband of Sita, she is uttering those words. Sri Sita, understanding the import of these words, inspired by Dharma, humbly replied, O noble lady, I will fulfill your commands. It is known to me that a woman should serve her lord, and my parents have instructed me in the matter. Do not deem me a false woman. I am as unable to forsake the path of virtue as the sun's light the moon. As a lute is useless without strings, as a chariot cannot move without wheels, so is a wife bereft of her husband, even if she have 100 sons. Father, mother, or son can give but a small measure of happiness, but a husband is the source of limitless joy. What woman is so unworthy that she will not obey her husband? I am acquainted with all the duties of a wife, being instructed by those eminent in virtue. A husband is as good to his consort, never shall I not honor him. The simple hearted queen, shedding tears of distress on the account of the separation from her son, hearing Princess Sita's words, was comforted. Then Rama said, O mother, when I am in the forest, do not look on my father with reproachful countenance. The term of my exile will soon be ended. The 14 years will pass like a dream. Surrounded by my friends, you shall behold me serving my father. Speaking thus to his mother Kaushalya, Sri Rama reflected how to address the 350 other consorts of the king. To these who were bitterly lamenting, he spoke with humility. While living among you, if I have ever in ignorance offended you, be gracious enough to pardon me. These pious and humble words of Rama, inspired by Dharma, touched the hearts of the queens, causing them to shed tears, and their lamentations resembled the sound of crauncha birds. The palace of the king, formerly resounding to the beating of drums, resembling the crash of thunder, was today filled with the wailing of the sorrow stricken queens. Thus ended chapter 39 of Ayodhya Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidyadanancha Dehime. Goodbye.